This is everything you want to know about the WAVLINK AX3000. This was sent for my review, and this thing is great. Just to give you a little bit of context, we have Starlink connection on in this house and around the yard. Obviously, we're trying to get a little bit more distance. We're trying to get a little bit better speed all over the place. We already do have a mesh, but I want an extender outside. I kind of want to be able to send that signal further out, and right now that's not possible with the current system that we do have. So WAVLINK has made this this outdoor device that is going to blow your mind. We've already tried a similar one from WAVLINK and it was fantastic, and this one is the upgraded version. Check this out. So this here is completely weatherproof. You see the hole in casing, this is completely sealed. I love that. That makes me feel a lot more secure, a lot more, you just a little bit, you know this is going to stay outside, be outside, and work outside properly without you having to have a headache over it, right? So a really nice unit. Obviously, this unit would be nothing without its antennas, so we're going to look at the antennas right here and all the accessories that come with it. So. The cool thing with this is that it also can do a few things very well. So it can be an extender, it can be its own access point, its own router straight from the source. So I could actually have my Starlink, and I say Starlink because this is my situation, but you could use any type of source from any type of modem, obviously. As long as you RG45, so you connect your CAT cable onto this, and then of course it would send the signal out. So this needs to get powered. Now, there are a few things that you need to know. Obviously, I could use the power over Ethernet, which is the PoE. So if you anytime you see that PoE kind of signal or insignia, you know that you're able to power and send the signal at the same time with this unit. So that means my router, my Starlink router, is going to be going through a and I'm going to show that to you right now. Actually, let's dig into it because I want to make sure that you guys understand. Let's go and look at those antennas for just a second. Ooh, look at that. Those are no joke antennas. This is the first time I see a system of that quality. Whoa! Look at that. Wow, that is no joke. So metal lining, of course, you would know that. You would see that. It is it's not heavy, but you could tell it's super sturdy. And then I would literally just twist it like this. So this is a 2.4G. It says on it, so we're going to look at the other one, what we're dealing with. And this one here is a 5G, so we're going to use the 5G. So there is a little signals here. So 2.4 is the exterior, and in the middle here, we're going to put next to it is 5G. So it's very easy. You basically just put the 2.4 where the 2.4 says to put it, and that's it, right? Very, very simple. I absolutely love. Look at this. This is no joke. This is industrial looking, but this is actually in your house. Okay, this one here is I'm gonna read it. 5G. 5G this time around is on the end, and the only one that's left is the 2.4G, the second one. So there's two 5Gs and two 2.4Gs or gigahertz antennas. So that is a fantastic thing because we all know 2.4 is able to go a lot further out. 5G is a little bit more speed, but this is going to send both signals extremely, extremely far. Look at that. Super sturdy. I love this, man. This is great. Okay, now let's look at the rest. So I was explaining, basically this is what I'm talking about. I was explaining about the PoE just a minute ago. And what this is basically this. This is where you have your power and your kind of connectivity, right? So you are going to go, it says right here, LAN data in and DC in. So data in would be right here. I would have data in, and then out of the data in, of course, the data in is coming in from the modem. And then right here, I would have the DC in, because there we're going to be able to, through one Ethernet cable, because that's the only out, through the one Ethernet cable, you're going to have power going through it, and data, which is a great thing because then on your outdoors, so basically the only cable that's going outdoors connecting to this thing right here at the bottom is going to be one RG45 Cat5 cable or Cat6 cable, right? That's great. And they give you the sealer or basically the little adapter where that cable is going to go through, and you're going to be able to seal it in, and all you're going to see is the cable coming out. It's going to be sealed in and kind of compressed in, and you'll be able to be absolutely completely weatherproof with this thing. This thing is fantastic. You're going to get some crazy range. I'm going to go about, I mean, our yard is huge enough, but I have my mother-in-law actually lives 2 houses down the street, which is pretty far out. We live on a Caribbean island and it's kind of like further out. I do have a clear view directly to her house, and I am, as you can see in the B-roll, I've installed this so I can actually go and send that signal towards her house, and of course cover our own yard as well, but from her house, which is honestly about 1,000 yards away. I'll be able to get the signal, send my Starlink connection over to that house, which I think is fantastic. This thing is great. This thing is so easy to set up. As you can tell, this is it, right? This is literally, you've got a few brackets, you've got your little adapter for that connection. All I would have to say, just to finish before I even forget, is that cable between this. So of course I connect this to my Starlink modem, everything is good, but the cable from here, from that adapter to the WAVLINK is not included because that cable depends on who you are, where you're going to actually set it up. Some people might need just 15 feet. Some people might need 100 feet. It is recommended not to go over 100 feet. If you're going to go over 100 feet, you're going to need one more of these things, which you can find pretty much anywhere. But I'm just saying you need to amplify it, re-amplify that signal. So make sure if you're over 100 feet, make sure to get that. But if not, I'm going to be about 50 feet out from where my connection is, and it's going to be just fine. I don't have to re-amplify it. I'm going to set that up. I even have some really cool brackets to kind of like set it up around the tree, and the way I go, it's going to be fantastic. And WAVLINK makes incredible products, whether you are living in a cabin pretty remotely and you want to get some good coverage around a very vast yard, or maybe I mean, this is the kind of thing that you see in resorts where you see like those big pools and you've got 100 people there and a bigger resort and something that's really a wide area to cover. This is how they do it, and you can do it too now. This is crazy cool.